guys, welcome back to another video. This is Merc Nasty here. I am here with a good old friend of mine. Say hello, Mason.
Hello, I'm Mason.
Uh,
It's nice to meet you all.
okay, yeah. He's also a little special. Trying to say it without getting canceled. Who cares? This video might get me canceled. Anyways, okay, we are gonna go ahead and say this. I don't give. So real quick, the basis of this tier list is these gangs are all in prime. And the best gun is bar. So, for example, we could take this old game from like the 1950s when bar was the best gun, but if we pair them up against Kratos, it realistically Kratos is going to win that because this old gang doesn't have the weapons that Kratos has, but everybody has X bar. So I figured that'd be like that's sort of like this is sort of like the and they're all in their primes, right? So we're talking about like the skillfulness, I guess, like their mechanical skill, all that, and like their strategy with what was available at the time, right? So pretty much like I guess 2016 basing in a sense. So essentially, like the shroud got dropped and everything went crazy. Anyways, before we actually do get to this, I honestly don't care if you think that my tier list is ass. If you think it's ass, how about you make your own tier list? Okay, cool. Anyways, with that out the way, Mason, you got anything to say?
No, what's next?
Okay, yeah. Okay. For those of you that may not know who Mason is, he's also Grandpa. So this is also people that are on opposite sides of the Alliance War, by the way, currently. So yeah. So yeah, yeah. Anyways, all right. So first gang up, we have Ban Rhea. You know what? I gotta add. I gotta add it here. No, wait. Sorry. Wait. Add row above. We'll make this row pink because pink is cool. Uh, this tier is called Super Goated. Best gang ever. Don't even at me. Don't even at me. Don't even at me.
By
Uh,
the way, he's in this game.
okay,
So,
okay. I don't give a fuck. They can make their own fucking. They can make their own fucking tier list for all I care. Okay. Anyways, peak. Honestly, without like allies, this gang's fucking mid. Like, can we agree with that statement? Without Imperium ever existing, that gang would have been fucking mid.
yeah, that's wait, that's calm. That's Pam saying.
Yeah, like without Imperium giving him the boost that he needed, that this gang would have been mid. If anything, I would have said not too not. Oh, honestly, if anything, I would say not too noticeable. By the way, this like these gangs don't have allies supporting them. By the way, for this tier list either, because that's fucking boring. Um, Storm,
Not third party.
Maelstrom. I'm just gonna put it strong. Like in their peak,
I was gonna say, why are you putting them at mid?
if well, yeah. If anything, I would say they're strong. Like in the middle is strong. Like like they were good. Like Guri was like really like the base that like sort of like kept them alive. The way they died was tragic though as a gang because shit happened. Alliances being a thing is like what sort of killed them. And then Beef is
Yeah,
also like
it's also because
also Beef is also like 30 years old, guys. He had his priorities straight. He had his priorities straight, unlike some gangs in this tier list. Uh, GPN. We're putting in strong as well.
yeah.
Uh,
I mean, you
if anything, like I would say borderline goated because I feel like Gangster Zone is a whole lot harder to base in than GZ. Guri.
yeah, but like we're trying not to put everyone in gold because that would just be kind of boring.
Oh, this is very Troy. The Troy is not bad. But here, Troy is not ass, but they're
Yeah,
ass.
it's not bad.
Troy is ass. No, they're ass. But they're noticeable, right? Like Peak isn't noticeable, but Peak isn't bad. But they're not mid. They're just not noticeable, right? Like you don't look in the map and go, oh no, it's Peak. And then like if you look on the map with Troya, you don't go, oh no, you don't notice them. But guess what? Without any allies, they're ass. An ass. They're like they're okay if they're going against other Mexicans. So I guess in the terms of like Hispanics, in the Hispanic tier list, it would be a pop. So this is gonna be would be super if it wasn't for the tier below this. What's that?
Why this gonna be a Hispanic killer?
Uh,
It's just like we're like Mexico and like everyone else.
oh, we forgot to add Mexico. Mexico is like goaded, by the way. Odyssey, which is pretty much like Bar, all the amenities. Without Embro, they're mid. Without Embro, they're mid. With Embro, they're strong. But without Embro, I think they're mid. I don't care. At me, same thing. Anarchist. So here's the thing. Without Imperium, without Imperium, without Imperium, they're mid. I say this because like you take them, like yeah, like if you put them in Asian time zone, like yeah, they're strong. But like like if the ESTs and like the Euros like stay up and play in Asian, they become mid. Sacred,
Or you can make your own color.
hell yeah. Nothing to say there.
Why?
I think we know why. Revolve, Revolve, mid. Actually, no, they were strong. I'm sorry, they were strong. They're strong. They're strong. They're like the bottom strong though, because like they had their moments where they needed Navy, but like they're strong. I freeze too. You know what? I freeze too. Actually, we'll come back to I freeze too. We'll cover I freeze first. Water. Honestly, they were they were strong. Um, Wyvern. I'm not gonna lie. How do we feel about Wyvern in their peak? Because like I don't think Wyvern has ever been like truly good.
I I don't know. I mean, I did when I was actually I liked them. They were pretty. I thought they were pretty strong or like mid.
We'll
Like
just
they weren't bad at all.
we'll just do that. We'll just do that. Not too noticeable. Like like you don't ever think about Wyvern until somebody starts talking about him. Kong, Kong, Kong is going.
I just what you put in.
Nothing to say there. Blue Dragon, Blue Dragon. We're gonna put Blue Dragon there. Geg slash Gets.
Who's that one?
Graal era Gangsters squad and Graal era Terrorist squad. We're putting here. Metal Mania. I'll be honest. For honesty, they're actually strong. It was actually strong. Um, I think they were like the best. Like I think they're the best Asian gang for like our alliance ever. Like the K alliance as a whole.
Well, for your side, yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think we're gonna get anything better. Guck. How do we feel about Guck?
I actually don't know much about that.
Yeah, like I said, not doing those. God, they even existed. Gauntlet.
Well,
I mean, all right. How do we Gauntlet? I honestly don't know anything too much about them. I just know like
yeah. Oh, yeah. There are more like yeah. I don't know much.
are they more like Tokyo? Because I noticed like a lot of them have like the Tokyo last
They're
name.
more no. They're more like well, Tokyo's
So like, I'll just put them. I'll put them right beside Blackwater. That's fine. I don't know. I'm put them in mid. They don't like. I don't know. They don't ever feel too good. And honestly, nobody ever really presses Guri enough to where like they can defend Guri, but like unless like a whole entire alliance is in your base, you should be able to defend your own base. Shadow Dwellers? Where do we put Shadow Dwellers?
I don't know much about Shadow Dwellers.
In there. Candy, Candy. You know what? Candy used to rape MVK back in the day with Kims. And honestly, I said the best bar is bar. I said the best gun is bar. And without chemical guns, there we go. Tokyo. All right, how do we feel about Tokyo? How do we?
Matt, like, I think mid to maybe strong, but like, yeah, mid.
You know what? Actually, I think they're gonna get their own tier.
Yeah. It's kind of hard with that though, because, you know, they were kind of like, you know, Tokyo, a lot of those members that were congenial.
They're getting their own tier.
Because congenial, when they were both all like had all of their members, they were quite strong.
All right, there we go. They got their own tier. Managed to take 75% of Kong's members and managed to beat deal. Northwest. After images. Alright, how do we feel about after images, buddy?
Well, considering I'm literally in the game, Link, don't kill me. But like, we're not bad. It's just, yeah, we're just we're mid.
Alright. You know, after images is gonna get their own tier.
Our own tier. What? Oh, you're getting cancelled.
It's okay, you laughed at it. It's okay.
And I did say that.
Hey, you agree with it. Alright, how do we feel about TCI?
Huh?
Oh, I'm gonna change this color for sacred. So
What?
people, how do we feel about TCI? How do we feel about TCI?
Um, well, that haven't been basing for a long time. Like they just came back. So
I'm just gonna put them here. Well, I'm talking about in their prime.
in their prime, I don't know much about them in their
Okay,
prime either.
okay. There we go. They actually made us struggle, but yeah. Glacier slash Arkham, not too noticeable. Like you never really hear about these gangs until you never hear about Arkham or Glacier until you look it up, look up the gang name to see if it's available, and then you see it's taken, and somehow they hit 2K slash 4K. How do we feel about Tenryu?
Henry, I don't know. Forgot they existed.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna add. They're also getting their own. They're also getting their own thing. Uh, the strongest, but they got that dog in them, just like Baker Mayfield. I think that's fair. All right. How do we feel about Graal Era Ninja Clan?
Garden, garden.
Fuck yeah. Honestly, actually speaking though, like no shit. Um, I actually do think they're like the best gang ever. No allies,
Yeah.
no alliances. They grinded for like 20 plus years and they managed to hit 2K. You know what? Impressive. No shifting at all. You know what? Grail Era Ninja Clan. You know what? Grail.
Satirical at all.
What's that?
I said this tier list is not satirical at all. It's 100% genuine.
Yes, yes. Grail Era Ninja Clan pretty much owns the map. I don't care what you say. All right, Catalyst. How do we feel about Catalyst?
Well, we were both in Catalyst, so we might be biased here, but
Er,
we were strong, but I'd also put us in Garden.
No, no, no. We're getting our own tier. There we go. All right. So what's so damn strong, especially at Neo? People say after our retirement, it's not Kato. We have a chance. Right. Let's see here. MBK. All right. So me and you were both at MBK at one
Do you
point.
have the own like tier where it's like keep telling people to go to roof when there's 10,000
I mean that did genuinely happen. That did genuinely happen. I'm just gonna say this. In our prime, we were strong. I think our prime was like with our prime was with Silent. Um,
Yeah, well,
I feel like that was, but that's because like we didn't get in many wars. I don't know. MBK is always one of those gangs where you just can't never not talk about. Like they,
no,
granted,
also they were very like mixed with like they had Asians, Euros, and
yeah, like you can never have like not talked about MBK whenever you're talking about
yeah.
basing. Arcane, how do we feel about Arcane? Especially since so,
Well, I know how you feel about them.
nah, I'm about yeah. Or how do you generally feel about them?
If you had your say, you'd put them at the bottom. But like I do, well, I was with Arcane for a while. Like I remember, like when they were at Lethal, I generally was with Arcane more than MBK. But yeah, they were like for me, like my bias, I would say they're strong, but that's my bias.
Okay, so hear me out. Hear me out. Since Prime, like honestly, I'm just gonna like honestly, if we were talking about now, here, just talking about now, because here's the issue. If you gotta fill your tag for Neo, and it's only like three PKers, maybe you should look in the mirror and go, maybe we're just ass.
Because I remember back when, yeah, because like I'm more remembered when Spoy was leading.
Bring back Spoy. Exit can't even win a GST, which is crazy.
Yeah, but he beat Kratos.
They didn't even beat Kratos. No, Exit was a part of Cursed GST. Arcane was led by DJ.
Oh,
Yeah, DJ Arcane. I mean, I'm pretty sure Exit helped them out a little bit, but Exit was doing a GST with Exit. By the way, they're washed now. Not rage baiting, but honestly, I'm putting Arcane in mid. I just never felt like they were super strong. Like they're only super strong now for the simple fact that like they got exotics, but like I said, we're taking away the exotics and stuff like that. And honestly, like their mechanical skill is not even there. Like they're just mid. But they're not the worst gang. Like actually, yeah. How do we feel about OBS? I think we already know which tier OBS goes in.
Yeah, this was when Duke was leading, right?
Oh fuck yeah, yeah, yeah. OBS was only good ever whenever Duke was leading. I mean, he already had his other leaders, but like
Yeah,
Duke sort of like y'all like I like granted like this might be glazing, but like there's a reason why OBS was at number one before MBK even hit it. And honestly, really, if Duke never got banned and he kept on leading Obsidian, there's no telling where they would be at right now. Actually,
yeah,
they started Pendragon, did hit 2K, and went back to OBS, hit number one, went like the 45K. They're pretty much the reason why we got more rewards, by the way. Like, there's a reason why there's like a 45K reward. I think there's even a
yeah.
50K reward, right? Like, they had to add more rewards.
I think they had like 45K before people even hit 30.
Yeah, like, realize MBK would have never been, I don't think MBK would have ever hit number one. They would have been number two if Duke was never banned. Maybe there's a world where MBK is number one, but it would have took a whole lot longer than what it did. But like even like if you look at like just sit here and look at Duke's spar like wins. Like granted, he might have multiple people sparring for him, but that goes to say about everybody. That goes to say a lot about everybody on the account. And like back then, spar took a whole lot more skill than what it does today. But yeah, if you disagree with that, oh well then maybe you're just stupid. Grim Reapers, Grim Reapers. I'm gonna put it strong. I mean, I think that's not without a question.
Yeah,
Like they were just like one of those gangs to beat, right? It was like between like Maelstrom, GP, like back in the day it was like Maelstrom, GPN,
it was
uh,
yeah like
Grim.
M2S.
Those was yeah M2S, yeah, but we'll get to that later in line. Those were like sort of like the gangs, like those were top dogs. Like they were like good,
Yes, they were like guys you didn't want to like mess with.
like those were like the gangs to where I was like at the time when they were like at their peak. Those were the gangs you don't want to mess with. Like 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 back in the day, like like
Going against someone with stuff.
like in this theoretical, you still wouldn't want to mess with them, right? Like if Kratos,
Yeah,
like yeah. Mommy's good boy. Where are we gonna put Mommy's good boy?
which is your tag.
I think this goes above Banria because I think the gang name's better. Yeah. All right, M2S. I think we just discussed this, but yeah, super strong. Honestly,
Yeah,
the fact that we're able to last so long too as well. Which maybe there's a world where they also come back, and there's no telling. M2S is one of those games where now where like, you never know what's gonna happen. But like for how long they lasted, especially like in the type of meta that we have, like had
yeah,
have like exotics, they've always been able to hold their own like at Black Holes with bars. Like Black Holes was like was a skill base till like was a skill base for a little bit, but like for like a good while, and then like they added enough exotics to the point where it was like, yeah, the like the skillfulness and like with bars is like can only take you but so far now. Um,
yeah. But they also lost a lot of members with region and that too.
yeah, and like I can't remember the whole. Of
Also,
that.
a lot of the obviously in today's era, everyone now is like what like 27, 28, 20. Yeah,
Yeah, Navy. They're gonna like honestly a lot of like your older gangs like they're gonna end up right here. Keep it a buck with you.
yeah,
Yeah, like Navy was one of those gangs as well. Like granted like like M2S like beat Nate like M2S like whoop the fuck out of Navy
yeah. Like
once.
I don't think people like fear Navy as much as the other ones, but
Like
isn't saying
but
much
maybe
currently.
maybe maybe you could put them here, but like honestly now like still like Navy honestly I think like Navy's more at a peak now. Like it's say like they've always like Navy's always been solid. Like maybe there's like a world where I just put them here, like not the strongest, but they got that dog in them, just like Baker Mayfield. But they were never mid. Um, region. Um, I'd say yeah. Dark side.
you didn't
What's that?
you didn't even argue with that. You just immediately put them in there.
Are you gonna argue with that?
I would if mechanics.
How about this? You know what? Actually, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. They're not awful right now. Dark Side. Where did we put Dark Side? Because Dark Side was like always strong. It was like one of those like they just sat at BBZ. They only mess with you if you mess with them.
You still remember, like, no one like really attacked from that BBC, but
But there was a good reason because like if you attacked them, they would pull the fuck up and fuck the shit out of you. And then like you just like beg for mercy and they leave and go back to BBZ. I'm just gonna put them as strong. I don't feel like they're goaded. I feel like there's gonna be I feel like there's just better gangs. PvP
that's Kenya, but
as much as I want to troll now.
oh, you're about to do something. Don't worry.
I think that sums it up. Don't you think that sums it up? I think that sums it up. Am I wrong?
I don't know. Are you?
Uh, I feel like I'm right. I feel like I'm right. Um, Velocity. I'll be honest. Just mid. Just mid. Just mid.
You think they're big?
I just think they're mid. Like, when is the last time the velocity has ever been useful?
Wow, you just came right out and said that.
I mean, I mean, am I lying? You're laughing about it, but yeah, you're not saying I'm wrong.
I mean, I laugh at everything.
But am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Well, in my opinion though, like I always thought like the box games were pretty good.
No, no.
That might be just because I based that box a lot.
Maybe it's because the only good box game there is. I'm sorry. Wait. Sorry. This is velocity. This is that's lights out. That's lights out. Lights out the heavy lifting at box. What the fuck does velocity do? They just sit there and take everything. Am I wrong? I just like you think I'm wrong? I'm sorry. You want me to put velocity back at mid?
Yeah. Wait, what?
I just like velocity's. I don't think velocity's at all. I think it's lights out. They do the heavy lifting at box.
Alright, fair enough then, if that's your opinion.
No, seriously. What's your opinion? Because you know more about the box games than I do.
Well, I don't know. It could also be biased, and I also like the box games. So,
Yeah, you like the box
me
games.
like being like, oh, be strong.
Yeah, you like the box games, but I'm just saying how I see it. Like it was always lights out. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's talk about the one that we like to glaze because they want so many GSTs. So obviously they're here, but I think they deserve their own tier.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I think they do too.
We're gonna make them. We're gonna make them. Oh wait, we're gonna make them. We're gonna make them. How many GSTs did they win?
I think it was 4 or 5, something like that. Because it was like, I think it was, yeah, it was something like that. was 4. Yeah, it was 4.
It was 4. There we go. There we go. Oh, wait. We're forgetting a gang. Wait. We are forgetting a gang. We are forgetting a gang.
Oh. Who are we forgetting? Oh, God.
No, this is Kratos.
Wait, that's Kratos?
Yes, this is Kratos.
Why did I think that was Gold?
I don't know.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
other one.
Wait, I'm gonna stop.
I know why, because I looked at that fist.
All right. So this is Martin asking the feature here. We also did realize we did forget a gang on the tier list. If you haven't noticed, they are on here now. Unspoken.
Well, yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Actually, you know what? They should get their own tier list too, because they actually get their own tier too.
Well, I can already tell what this is going to be. Well, I remember as well, like, there were, like, a lot of people thought that too. They were all like, are they into it?
Um, yeah, for real. SK. How do we feel about SK? I never based with SK, so you're gonna have a little bit more experience with that.
The only person that I remember that did base with him, I think, was Char. I'm pretty sure Char.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not sure.
I don't
Like,
I know I mean they managed to hit 15. Didn't they manage to hit 15K?
yeah, they did. Yeah, they
I
did.
mean they can't be like a pushover. I know so it's Killer
No,
K.
no, they hit 12. They hit 12.
That's right. That's right. Um, I'm just gonna put him in not too noticeable, to be honest.
Well, that's because we don't know them
Like
really. We don't know.
I generally just don't know. Like if anybody's a SK expert, you can prove my mind. You could change my opinion maybe, but like I just don't know SK like that. Only thing I know is that Killer K left SK, and after that they sort of fell off. So like I don't know. I don't know. Embro. All right. All right. All right. So I honestly, honestly, like granted, as much shit as we gave Embro about like their past wars, now like later down in the like later like late
At
like
the moment, I are 100% in their prime.
like I think like now like post like Catalyst retirement, they're in their like they're definitely strong. Like they have picked up like and like their members aren't too awful. Like I don't think they were like that good, but like after Catalyst retired, pretty much they're definitely strong. They're definitely strong. Um, honestly, bro, after Catalyst retired, Ember took off. That's all I'm gonna say. So and Catalyst used to war Ember 24/7. Just saying. The Seats gang, I forgot. Hey buddy. I'm putting you here. Strachey. Let's be honest. What do we think about Strachey? Yeah, Z Heroes gang, the one that, the one, yeah, we feeling this or this.
They're more like Pat. I'm pretty sure if they were like Pat, they were like a straight gang originally.
Oh, okay, so I'm just gonna put them here. Oh wait, you know what? I forgot they got CPU. But then again, this is only if they have bars, and I don't think CPU without his with all the exotics he made would be any good. So we're just gonna put him here. Imperium. All right, guys. Cook. Let me cook. Let me
I'm not
cook.
gonna cook this.
Let me
I'm just
cook.
gonna like.
Let me cook. Let me cook. They're gonna be in between strong and mid, but but
Oh, this is gonna be about the line thing, isn't it?
I wish there was more colors. I need like 500 colors for this tier list.
They're already like ran out of colors.
I already ran out of colors. Could have killed BK/OBS to prevent alliances. I'm gonna use the wrong format too. But instead they choked. Didn't they try a war catalyst?
Huh?
Didn't they try to war catalyst?
Who?
Imp, like during that alliance war, because like Catalyst was like actively basing at the time with Bill, and then like I remember just like a war broke out between them and Catalyst, and Catalyst ended up winning it.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did more.
Choked
Not actually.
by trying.
But I don't remember who won that one.
I think it was Catalyst, because remember Catalyst did have control.
This was when I'm pretty sure this was when they were at GZ at the time.
Yes, it's because Catalyst was at GZ. Catalyst won, and then GPN came. They said, "Screw it, let you have GZ." And then y'all, then they did that 2v2 with like a quality region. Um, yeah, to be God by killing Batman and losing super hard. LMAO. I'm sorry. This is the best Fearless video ever. All right. Uh, so why is Catalyst logo with a rainbow on it? Oh, real quick, I freeze too. Um, I freeze too. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Is the reason why I saved them. It's pretty much just I freeze too. They could have did it again. All right. Uh,
Now this one's out of pocket.
fuck you, Leo. All right.
Why'd you do that to my man Leo?
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Leo isn't Dev or Bill.
Yeah, what does that have to do with anything?
He's a horrible leader. Let's be honest. Every time he tried to war outside of Neo, he smoked. At least every time we warred out of Neo with Dev or Bill with Dev, it was only way they stopped us if they ended up dropping like 4 different tags on us.
Also, wait, wasn't this the time where you got your basking scammed?
I did get my VAR skin reset. Yes, might be partial, might be part of it, might be part of it. But also at the same time, do realize I was smoking the hell out of one of the 2K tags they were trying to do at Neo. I wasn't even like a full tag either, and they just filled F1 to full and did a 2K run to spite me. Well, that's my headcanon at least. I don't care. By the way, I do know I made Leo fill a whole entire tag just to stop like my little PKing session in Neo. Uh, I'll be honest. How do we feel about Kratos? How do we feel about them in their first round exit today? How do, hey, okay, you know what? All right, real quick.
Oh, back to
I don't. I don't. Why should I? Truth hurts. All right. Will K claims to be pretty much here. or here. All right, he's definitely not here because he's a first round exit. Definitely not here. Because nobody says, oh, Kratos was so good at Neo, right? Okay, all right. So he's definitely not here at one of these two tiers. All right. Honestly, all right. Let's go back here. All right. So he did a GST of Arcane, which I'm gonna go ahead and hold that against him. He also did GST this year as well. But they were both first round exits, and funny enough, he actually lost to Arcane, the same gang that he did it with last year. So that knocks him down to strong. All right. Every so far during this whole entire Lethal War, every time that our old asses fill, uh, right, like most MBKs already filling out our W-2s and stuff. I don't know what Will K does for a living. If he actually does have a job and he's rich, congratulations for him. If he doesn't, then how about go fill out the job application, little bro? But he has a 2v1 MBK out of all things. I think MBK is strong. Here's the thing. MBK is not Catalyst strong, right? So why are we having a 2v1 MBK? So that knocks him down. That knocks him down. That knocks us down to mid. All right. Well, it was pretty much Kratos on that whole entire GST tag. They put like ass against Arcane, and Arcane's not even a real Neo gang, if you ask me. Because we gave Arcane Neo, they never had a war for it in all reality. And every time they had a war for it, they get punished. And then most of the Catalyst people have to log online to go save their base whenever Neo gets warded by a real gang. So honestly, I'm gonna put him at not too noticeable.
You're just you.
All right.
To be fair, you like shit talk on Will every time in the PMs, don't you?
Hell yeah, I do. I don't give a fuck. He can't respond because he know I'm right. All right. And then and then every single time he does war active gang, specifically Embro or Decade Warriors, pretty much any gang that can match their USD power, they end up losing that war and end up having the base hop. So they're here. And then let's not mention the fact. Um, I actually ended up shitting on Will K and Neo. Uh, Flex, it's not even a flex, cause he's just trash. And also like in our reality, like, and let's not mention the fact again, he can't even win a war whenever the player base is actively above 1,000 players and people are playing the game. So this gang is ass. But they get their own tier list. They get their own tier list below Unspoken, below Kong, below PvP.
Damn, you really don't like Kratos, do you?
Actually, oh, real quick before we do continue, yep, and then yep, that's correct. Yep, and here's yep. So nobody's here.
Oh,
Oh wait, I did forget a gang. I did forget a gang. Uh, all right. We also forgot. I forgot two more gangs as well. So we got Kratos here. So the profs, I think we know. Actually, they actually deserve. They actually deserve a. Oh fuck. Whoops. Okay. They actually deserve their own. They actually deserve their own row too. The tier above, but they try to war Batman twice and found out the hard way, crying to MBK. I think that's pretty and for DedSec, I'll be honest, yeah, yeah. The fact that I forgot about them during the tier, that I forgot about them. So to recap the whole entire, this is a pretty long tier list video, but there's a lot of gangs in era. Also, we're also yapping our asses off, also rage baiting the fuck out of y'all because I already see the hate. Let's go ahead and let's go over it. So Kratos, yeah. So we got Kratos first round GST exit because you can't USD at GST. Also can't finish the war because Ember is just better than them at USDing. Cool. No one's here, but they're so ass they're below PvP. Same thing as the tier above. But they tried to war Batman twice and found out the hard way, crying to MBK. Starts a war, says they need no allies, and cries it to an alliance to save them. How do you lose 75% of your members to the other alliance? To be honest, I thought they was M2S for their whole lifespan. Uh, these gangs are ass. These gangs would be super ass if it wasn't for this tier. Monkey tier, a not too noticeable tier. The leader is more retarded than Mason slash Grandpa, and he's retarded. Mid. I should take 75% of Kong's members and manage to still be mid. Actually, this should be here. Uh, not the strongest, but they got not the strongest, but they got that dog in them, just like Baker Mayfield. Could have killed MPK OBS to prevent alliances, but instead they choked by trying to be God by killing Batman and losing super hard. These gangs are strong. They're goated. These gangs are super goated. Was so damn strong, especially at Neo. People really say after our retirement, it's not Kata. We have a chance. And then the tier of 1-4 GSCs before and after MPX and hit 15k super fast that they retired. The tag could have did it again. Did it? How many crypts did they win, by the way?
I don't know. I don't think they were even dig for it.
I think they did because it was like noobs or something like that.
Maybe they did. I don't remember.
All right, there we go. So that's the tier for them. 1-4 GSTs and before and won a crypt. I think I'm glazing after MPX and hit 15k super fast. That they retired the tag and could have did it again. How do you feel about this tier list? You think any movements need to be? You think any changes might need to be made?
No, I think it's good for us.
Yeah, for us, I don't know. I don't know about the person watching this. Honestly, if you manage to watch this whole entire tier list, you know what? You know what?
No, if someone managed to watch a tier list without waiting, we didn't do our job.
You know what? Yeah,
We
because
did this to like make people happy. We literally did this knowing that we would make people happy.
well, realistically, like yeah.
No, this is not an accurate tier list.
Actually, this is very simple. This is yeah, because this tier list was accurate. I actually would have put PvP unironically at fucking goaded, unironically. But I don't. But honestly, just for the views, y'all are yeah. This is it. Kratos, on the other hand, fuck Kratos.
Yeah, you really don't like Kratos, do you?
Fucking every single one of them has managed to has denied my Spar series request. Congratulations, y'all were clowns. The literally M4 exists, and you don't want an M4 spar. What's up with that, guys? I need my M4 wins. I need to go from like 66th place in M4 wins to freaking first. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, exactly. M4 fucking ass. Anyways, anything to say before we head out, Mason?
Um, yes, I do have one thing. Link, I'm sorry. He held me at gunpoint.
No, we didn't. He fucking volunteered.
No,
He was very happy to do this tier list.
no, not really. You like, you kind of like shoved me into a hole and was like, we're doing this tier list, and I was like, what the fuck?
No, I simply said no. I simply no. I simply just
No,
asked,
no,
hey,
gaslight now.
yeah, I'm most likely canceled. I don't know if I'm canceled for this tier or if I'm canceled for this tier. But I think it's a really good tier list though. Uh, honestly, this might be the best tier list of all tier lists. Anyways, if please like and subscribe or not, I don't care. Have a good day.